The 62nd session of the Commission on the Status of Women kicked off on Monday at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Representatives of United Nations member states and non-government organizations attended the opening session.
To provide educational programs.
Key on the agenda was the challenges and opportunities in achieving gender equality and the empowerment of rural women and girls. At the session where the Speaker of Parliament was representing Uganda, she pointed out how the East African nation has undertaken to address the issues of gender-based violence.
Engagement of males in the response to GBV, as well as a partnership with the civil society organizations and community-based organizations. On the economic side, we have supported the young girls and boys, and as I speak, 45% of the Youth Livelihood Fund has been accessed by the girls.
But despite the positive strides taken to address gender-based violence, she also noted that there is still a lot more that needs to be done.
What remains is for us to concentrate on sign language training for the police and the judiciary. We have also established 17 shelters across the country where the GBV survivors get medical, legal and psychosocial services. They get temporary accommodation, security and safety and basic needs.
Several speakers noted that the justice system has to be reviewed to enable women to take charge of rural issues. Examples cited were countries like Zambia.
Examples of domestic being excused because of traditional attitudes, allowing men to use force if their wives do not behave.
We face in eliminating violence against women very depending on the specific contexts of each of our countries and societies. We can learn from each other as we are doing here today.
Meanwhile, some of the youth leaders from Uganda had this to say on the empowerment of rural women.
First of all, to specifically fund climate-smart agricultural projects which are women-led. And our government should look into those issues, should support youth and should support young mothers who are really impacted by the adverse effects of climate change.
To talk about gender-based violence, we still have cases of women being beaten for having not complied with what a man said. So I think this is still really a lot of work for Uganda to do.
Now, according to the different speakers that gave their opinion in regard with the situation of the rural women in accessing the different amenities, Africa still has a challenge for them to achieve this goal. Maurice Cho here at the UN headquarters in New York.